warp forces are the same.
Hey everybody, it's Stitch StarCraft here, and today I'm going to be casting a game from the SEACL, which is basically the SEA Clan League, and basically that's the same thing, probably exactly the same thing as something like the GSTL, which is going to be different clans facing off each other together. So this is going to be interesting because it is the first season that the SEASL has ever started, and if you guys want to know about it, actually it's already over, but I do decide to cast some of these games because I don't think it's up anywhere, and I believe that somebody, I don't know who, did do the live shoutcast for this, but I decided to recast this on my YouTube channel because I think some of these games are going to be very interesting, and in this series I'm going to feature the team Eve over here. It's going to be Team EveJaFF today playing as the Red Protoss. He's going to be going against MskiJaBiTo. And MskiJaBiTo, I think Team Mniski or Clan Mniski is very well known around Philippines. So it is a Filipino team. And JaBiTo is one of the, I believe, one of the better players from Philippines because he was one of the players that, that the SEA community decided that might be a good addition to the Code S group of the SEASL. So definitely, I think JaBiTo is not that bad of a player. And I think JaFF over here, he is from Grandmasters. I think Team Eve has a very consecutive record of having all players in Grandmasters or really near Grandmasters. So it's going to be a very good clan, a well-experienced clan, very high standards, I believe, and they're going to be competing also in the SEA Clan League, and I think they also, just to spoil it for you guys, if you guys haven't checked the results yet, they also, I think won the qualifiers for this. So this is going to be very interesting as they beat Team Mniski, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't know the results of this game because I think I'm not sure if it's a best out of 1 or best out of 3. I believe it's a best out of 1, but I don't know who wins and who loses. But look at this. Wow, EveJaFF, what? Why are you putting your cybernetics core not in? Why isn't he putting the cybernetics core in the wall off? That is just really weird. I think one of the Team Eve members right there just pinged it, and they were like, why in the world is JaFF not putting his cybernetics core where he should? And I honestly don't know, as we have 4 Zerglings taking out 1 probe. It looks like 6 Zerglings are going to be heading out towards JaFF's base right now. It looks like JaFF, is he going to wall it off with the gateway? I believe he has to wall this off because he does have the Zealot over here, and I'm not sure what's up because, yeah, I think he's going to be walling. Yes, he is going to be walling it off, and whoa, in caps, very strong. He's EveJaFF says lag. He probably had lag over there and misplaced his cybernetics core, and in the end had to it was a bit hectic to get that gateway up, and it looks like JaFF is just going to be, he's got both of those gas, so it means this is basically a very open-ended game for him. I mean, JaFF right now can basically do any build he wants. It looks like he might stick to the 3-gate expand right now, as he does have 3 gateways up here, and he does have double gas, so he can't support all those sentries. And it looks like right now, JaBiTo is also getting his expansion. His expansion is coming up very soon as this queen slowly crawls towards the expansion. And let's take a look at his build right now. It looks like he's sticking to speedlings. He's not going to get any roaches or banelings or upgrades on those speedlings. It looks like he's sticking to pure speedlings right now as he tries to grab his expansion. And let's look at the production tab. We do have sentries out, so it definitely means JaFF is going to be going for that 3-gate expand, as these Zerglings are going to set it a small today. Here they come. They're not going to take out that pylon, as these sentries are perfectly placed at that ramp. And it looks like right now all JaBiTo can do is just set a minor contain and try to deny the expansion as long as possible, because he definitely doesn't want JaFF getting that expansion. As his probe comes, the probe is so ready to put down that expansion, but these Zerglings are standing right in the way of where that probe needs to hit. And I think right now JaFF does have enough forces to move out and try to secure that expansion, as he does have more sentries coming out. And it looks like the expansion is going to come down. Oh my goodness, JaBiTo missed micro over there. You should have blocked it. You should have blocked that expansion, but it looks like these Zerglings are coming in. Some very, very good force fields, but there are some Zerglings that leaked inside, and they did take out 2 sentries over there. I think that EveJaFF, a bit, maybe because of the lag that he did experience before, he might have had some problems from that. But it looks like right now he's going to secure his expansion as he puts down a robotics facility and a forge. This is so interesting. I mean, he's going 3-gate robo against a Zerg. It looks like this Overlord, a very heroic Overlord, got all the scout he needed, and he does see the 3-gate. And right now EveJaBiTo is going to be getting his gases, as he does have that Roach Warren up, and he's getting that lair tech at 8 minutes StarCraft time, and he's not putting down any spine callers. So it looks like he's going to use these roaches to defend as he snipes out these destructible rocks. Probably looking forward to get that 3rd base right now, because as a Zerg player, you always want to be ahead in a base, and that, yeah, because it's so important, because it counts for your larvae. And as a Zerg player, you also really need all those bases to pump out your units. And it looks like EveJaFF over here is going to be getting an observer. And if he scouts all these roaches, I would believe that EveJaFF would be going for either Colossus or Immortal, because regularly when a Protoss goes for a 3-gate robo against a Zerg, he really wants that Colossi out so quickly. And I'm guessing that's what we're going to see from EveJaFF. Looks like his natural is completely walled off. I love this type of wall off from a Protoss player. It's great because it gives you this small little path from your main base. And since Protoss units, most of them are ranged, you can just put them along this path and you can just snipe out Zerglings that are in the way. And that's just a very good type of wall off. It looks like the destructible rocks are going to be going down, as this observer is going to get all the scout it needs. It's going to see the expansion, it's going to see the roaches, and what else is it going to see? Not much, because there is not really anything else besides the Roach Warren. But he does see that EveJaBiTo is pumping roaches simultaneously, so as expected, we do see Immortals, 2 Immortals coming out from the robotics facility for EveJaFF right now. Immortals actually do very well against roaches. They're so important sometimes, so vital, sometimes even better than Colossi, I think, in the earlier mid-game. It looks like EveJaFF's going to be going for those destructible rocks as well, as he walls off his little crack hole from his natural right there. And EveJaFF is going to get that +1 armor as he gets a Templar Archive. That is going to be very interesting. Having a Templar Archive, is he going to be going for high Templars, or is he going to try to get some Archons in the mix? I really want to see Archon play, because I mean, since the new patch, Archons have become a massive unit, and I just want to see how massive they are against a Zerg player that has a lot of roaches. Looks like these roaches are coming in. They do have Burrow right now. Some very good force fields, but EveJaBiTo pulling back right at the second he needs to, only losing 1 roach. Very good play. And it looks like EveJaFF is going to be getting more Immortals. Wow, he's really queuing up those Immortals right now. He really wants those Immortals out. And are we going to be seeing an engagement right now? We do have a Spire, I believe. Where is the Spire? Because I do see Mutas. I don't know. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, here's the Spire. We do have a few Mutas coming out, and that's going to be quite interesting for the Zerg player. I mean, getting Mutas in a ZVP is usually it's a very different play, but it looks like we do have an engagement over here. Some very good force fields, blocking the whole Roach army off. That is absolutely perfect for the Roach army. Are they going to go around the Protoss army? I don't think so, because these force fields have worn out. And it looks like right now EveJaBiTo might be favored in this match, but there is a lot of Immortals, and it looks like some very good bunch of force fields, cutting back the range of those roaches. But it looks like some roaches are leaking through, and oh my goodness, EveJaBiTo's army is melting quite quickly due to those Immortals. But it looks like he does have a very overwhelming force right now. He's going to focus fire down those Immortals. But oh my god, he's actually suffering a lot right now. These Immortals are doing so much damage, and he's only managed to take out 2 Immortals, and that is just not very good. I mean, right now this push is so huge and he's just strangling to try to get this Immortal down. It looks like he does, and he might be able to fend this push off as he has 12 more roaches on the way. And I believe that JaBiTo is going to take this push down, but that was a lot of damage dealt by JAFF. I mean, I can't believe that he did pull off that many. Oh my goodness, he is still alive. And oh no, this looks really bad for JaBiTo right now. He really needs to take care of this push, and it looks like he does as these roaches push back the whole Protoss army and take out the Immortal. And that's going to be so interesting. And this is just great play by JaBiTo, standing and never giving up right there, spamming those roaches and saving himself from losing the game. But it looks like he did lose a lot of drones. Oh my goodness, he is behind by 21 workers, and that's just not good. That is just terrible. And it looks like one Burrowed Zergling is going to deny the third for JAFF by a bit, as a lot of cannons come up right now. And oh my god, here comes the roaches. The roaches are going to come at a bad time right now as these cannons come up. And they're going to take out two cannons that are making progress and waste a bit of money. Oh my goodness, these roaches might do a lot of damage. Right now, JaBiTo needs to focus down those Immortals, and he doesn't want to let those cannons up. So he is going to snipe out the cannons as he pushes back. He's going to get a pylon as well. And that was just very good play by JaBiTo. Going to be denying some of that pylon and cannon for the defense of the third, and that is very important, especially when you just received a huge punch from the Protoss player. You really want to return the favor and get some revenge, and that there did waste, I think, JAFF about maybe 400 minerals, and that is important. And right now, JAFF has switched to the High Templar. One very good storm. Oh my goodness, he loses that High Templar before he could set down a storm. And that was just very fast reaction for JaBiTo, taking out the High Templar before the storm can fall. And it looks like JaBiTo is going to be burrowing his units right now so he can get some health regeneration, but the cannons are up. Is he going to go behind? He does have that room area behind the cannons, or he's just going to run straight into the cannons. And right now, JAFF is going to be struggling to come back to his base as these cannons are getting sniped out so quickly. And wow, he is burrowing those roaches. He needs to pull back right now, JaBiTo. Yes, there we have it. Another small push by JaBiTo. Going to be doing some damage. As look at this, he is getting back on economy. So this is exactly what you want to do as a Zerg player if you're getting smashed like that by the Protoss player. And it looks like, oh my goodness, JaBiTo was out of position right there, and he looks like he lost of one roach in that engagement. And right now, JAFF does have 4 Immortals right now, and that is quite strong. I mean, against the pure roach army, that is insanely strong because Immortals are so good, and plus the advantage that you do have High Templars with the Side Storm. You can do a ton of damage to the roach army. And it looks like JaBiTo, every time he sees this army, he's just going to start running like crazy, because it is quite intimidating as a Zerg player, especially when you're the guy with all the roaches and your opponent has all those Immortals. That is quite creepy. But it looks like JAFF has gotten his third saturated. And wow, he's got so many Immortals. I am so surprised he's not switching to Colossi at all. And JaBiTo just really can't get out of this build. I don't know why he's not getting Infestors, but Infestors might be even more beneficial than just getting Roach Mutas, because Roach Mutas has a very small chance of doing a lot of damage to the Protoss army. And JaBiTo loses 2 Overlords over there. That is going to be really bad news for him. And oh, one very good Side Storm, 2 very good Side Storms. The roaches are having a very good concave right now, but the Side Storms are absolutely terrifying. It is making the Roach army melt like butter right now. And this might be the game ender as JAFF takes out so much of the roaches. And it's just insane how he does that. Is there going to be another Side Storm? Here comes an engagement. Looks like there's not going to be a Side Storm. Is JaBiTo going to hold this off? I don't know. There's too many Immortals, and it looks like he might just lose this army and lose this game. And oh my god. It looks like JaBiTo's going to have to lose this game, because this army is just a perfect counter to a pure roach army where you have Stalkers and Immortals. That is just absolutely insane. Look at these Immortals tank all those damage from those roaches. They just do so much to the roaches, and there is a good game and well played from our Filipino player, MskiJaBiTo. And so the win goes to Team Eve over here in the SEACL. I think it's going to continue. I think I'm not sure. I think the next match is going to be on Wednesday or something. If you guys want to check it out or you guys want to stay tuned to it, please go to se2c.com. It's going to be the community site for SEA, and I hope you guys check everything out there, all the tournaments going on, because it's a very cool site. The SEA community is starting to build up, and I'm just excited to be a caster here, going to be casting for some of the SEACL games, SEASL games, and that's just a pleasure. And thank you for Jaff here for sending me all these replays and telling me what's good to cast and what's not. I thank you, Team E, for giving me support in casting these games, and I hope to really advertise this team, because this team, as I said earlier, is made up of mainly Grandmasters players, and I mean, except for the GSL professional teams, it's very rare to have such an experienced group together. So I mean, this team is not as famous as they should be, and I think if you can see from this game, I think they are an excellent team, and I just hope to cast more, as I will be casting a Team Eve series from the SEACL. So stay tuned to my channel if you like watching them, and I'll see you guys next time. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.